Part D. The student repeated the experiment using hydrochloric acid with a higher concentration. Which statement is correct? Okay, so they repeated it with a higher concentration. So we've got to tick one box and it's worth 1 mark. So what's going to happen? Well, what are we going to get? The activation energy for the reaction was higher. Well, the activation here, they're reacting magnesium, aren't they? Well, that's not going to change at all. That's dependent on the reactants. What we're doing here is we've just got more hydrochloric acid with higher concentration, so it's less diluted. So the magnesium reacted more quickly. Well, we'd expect that to happen. Actually, the reaction would take place much more quickly. Reaction finished at the same time. If it's happening quicker, it's going to finish earlier, isn't it? So it's not going to be that. And the total volume of gas collected was smaller. Well, the reaction would still produce the same amount of gas. Those two really are saying the same thing. What we'd expect to see is it's like burning paper. If I burn paper with a very if the reaction happens very quickly, then the paper will burn really quickly, but I'll end up with the same amount of ash as if the paper kind of smoulders slowly. So the magnesium will react more quickly is the answer there. Temperature also affects the rate of reaction. Explain how increasing the temperature affects the rate of reaction. You should refer to particles and collisions. Okay, so when it says should, ignore that. You have to. Okay, it's saying you have to. So it's worth 3 marks. 1, 2, 3. And remember, an explain is a describe plus. So what they haven't said, it affects the rate of reaction, but they haven't said how. So what happens, first of all, when you increase the temperature? So increasing temperature increases rate of reaction. Okay, hot things react much more quickly. Okay, so why now? So we've done the describe bit. Let's say why. Why? Well, because particles have more energy. We have to talk about particles, don't we? Particles have more energy. What does that mean? So are moving faster. Okay, so we talked about the particles there. Because they're moving faster, they're going to collide more. We have to talk about collisions. I've not talked about those yet. This means more collisions, and it's the collisions, or more frequent collisions. More frequent collisions. Collisions happen quicker. This means more collisions, so reaction happens quicker. So those reactions, remember, are caused by collisions between the different particles of the reactants. Okay, so the reaction happens more quickly and a higher rate. Okay, so we get a higher rate of reaction. That's what's going on there. Okay, hope that helps.